Hey guys, welcome back to Curiosity Collective. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Evan. Today we are going to be unboxing the Galaxy Buds FE. So inside the box, we have, immediately when you open it, you got directions.
And there's actually more directions in here too. For anybody who actually reads the manual.
Being told there's more directions in here.
Yeah, we don't need to read that manual. So.
Okay, yeah, so
yeah, we don't read manuals.
Manual, not really useful.
Well, it's useful if you read manuals.
And then inside we have this little, I don't even know what to call that, with the actual earbuds.
Ooh, shiny. Cool. That's kind of neat.
Got an interesting shine to the case.
It says Samsung on them. I like that.
And then we also have in here your USB-C to USB-C wire.
I'd like to point out that is a long cord. I've never gotten earbuds with those long cords before.
Yes, me neither. And then we also have rubber protective tips to go around the earbud.
Yeah, those actually help them stay in your ears if you have problems with them falling out.
Now, inside the earbud case, it's matte.
Yeah, I believe they call this color graphite, so it's a way out.
Like graphite-ish inside.
Yes, it feels a little bit it feels pretty expensive, but
yeah,
not cheap. But
how does the case feel when you open it?
The case when you're opening it kind of feels like a ring box almost.
Yeah, doesn't it kind of lock into place?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
And then we also have the actual earbuds, which look pretty good. They probably fit in your ears really well.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, got a lot of lights too.
Okay, so do you want to talk about what
we think of the earbuds?
Sure, let's do it.
So here, first let's talk about how they fit. Okay, so I'm going to take one out and
it on. Okay, alrighty, so for the fit, I would rate it a solid 10 out of 10. I like the way it fits. And then you could also use these tips, right, so they would go into the top of your ear if you have problems with that, right? And then just right off the bat, right, looking at the case, looking at the outside, kind of looking at the actual earbuds, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10 for how the case, for how everything looks. And then
What would you rate sound?
the sound quality, I give it a solid 9 out of 10. There's some preset equalizers that are pretty good, but you can't set your own equalizer, so that is a little bit of a downside. So then moving on to the case, right, based on it feels pretty nice. It's got magnet to keep it closed. You open it up, it locks into place here, which is really nice. And then it looks pretty good. So I would give the case an 8 out of 10. Only problem is you come over here and you try and open the side because it looks the same as the front.
So how are the buttons on the actual earbud?
So the buttons are pretty good. You can customize them to do different things. Right, so you can have them do your play pause, your next song, or your previous song. You can have them change your sound mode, right? So active noise canceling, ambient mode, or ANC off. Or you can use them to change your volume, use your Bixby or your Spotify. And so on the topic of the sound modes, the active noise canceling, I would say is pretty good. Pretty solid, 9 out of 10. Then the ambient mode is really good. It filters in a lot of sound from around you, which is really good when you want that. So I gave that a 10 out of 10.
So is the app user friendly? Is it kind of hard to use? Do you have to learn? How's the app?
So I found the app to be very user friendly. It was very easy to open it up. They connected pretty quickly. It brought me straight to the page. It was pretty easy to use. The layout was pretty good. And so it doesn't have as many features. So the app works pretty quickly. It doesn't have as many features as the JBL or skullcandy apps. And so I feel it's alright. It works pretty fast, unlike the JBL app, which is really slow. It doesn't have as many features.
Doesn't this have a pretty big battery too?
I mean, I would say it's relatively mid-range. It's up to 21 hours, which is, I think, with the active noise canceling off, right? So just in regular mode. for 21 hours, which is all right.
Nice. So what would you give it the overall score?
So if you average up all the things, not to sound like a nerd, but if you average it all up, you get a score of 8.5, which I would say pretty solid score. Honestly, I would buy these. I like these. I mean, I actually did buy them, but I like them. I keep them. They're good earbuds, I would say, unless you're like super into the sound and you want like that super rich bass and stuff, in which case I would probably go for a pair of Skullcandy.
And so how does like this overall score compare to maybe some of the other earbuds that you have had in past years?
So I was actually doing Skullcandy Rail ANC, which is very comparable. It costs like the exact same, and I got a score of 7.6. Right, so I'd say those are also pretty solid earbuds, but the active noise canceling on those is not as good. It doesn't really cancel as much noise. And the ambient mode on those ones are terrible. I found it sounded basically like a regular pair of earbuds with just an irregular mode. It filtered in virtually no sounds, so you couldn't use that to have like a conversation with somebody near you.
And then you were also saying for the JBL Tune Buds that they felt like they were going to fall out of your ear. How does that feel for these ones?
So these have an incredible fit, which is also very comparable to like the Skullcandy buds. Right. So they both have a very good fit. The JBL ones, right, we have these. The JBL Tune Buds, which I found to be like big and heavy, which I didn't like very much. Right, I felt like they were gonna fall out of my ears, especially because like I like to run with my earbuds in, and I feel like they're gonna fall out. And I had that experience with a pair of JBL Vibe Beam earbuds. So
Aren't the like Skullcandy very similar to the Vibe Beam? Just
the Skullcandy are very similar in shape to the Vibe Beam, with right, so go in your ear and they have a short stem. Right, so they're very similar in that way. The buttons are a little different. But so while we're on the topic of comparing earbuds, so all the earbuds that we've mentioned in here, we'll go over the cost real quick. So these Samsung buds, the Galaxy Buds FE, cost $100. I was able to get them on discount for $60, but the regular price is $100. Okay, then we
However,
have...
look at the quality for what you're getting for $100 and consider.
Yeah, I found them to be very high quality for the price. And then we have these Skullcandy. These are the Skullcandy Rail ANC. So these costed also $100. So they are very comparable to these Samsung buds. So they were $100. I also got them for $60 on discount. So
The feature I like about the Skullcandy though is when you open it, you get like this moonlighting kind of in the background, which is kind of cool.
yeah, we'll save the Skullcandy buds for another video where we'll
It's just
talk
a
about.
feature to consider.
Yeah. So yeah, these were $100. These JBL Tune Buds, which we've mentioned, cost $100. How much did you pay for
I
them?
think I paid about $49 minus tax.
Yeah, so about $50. Again, they were on sale.
I think they were
Regular cost is
$53.
$100. They are very comparable. Again, all three of these earbuds are very comparable. And my choice, real quick, my personal choice out of the three are these Samsung buds. Which one would your choice be?
My choice, haven't really tried the Skullcandy or the Samsung, but just based on ratings, I would definitely take the JBL.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I like the sound. Again, we'll get to the JBL ones
Yeah.
another day. And then really quickly, these JBL Vibe Beam that we've talked about, these cost about $55, $60 regularly. And then we've seen them on sale for about $30. Real quick, I've had these for about 2 years. Very solid earbuds. They don't have ANC, right, so they're not comparable to these other ones. But they're very solid pair of earbuds. Would recommend if these things are too expensive for you.
Yes. Just another piece I want to say about JBL Tune Buds. Really good earbuds. You can see I've dropped them a couple times. Case is unbroken, just a little scratched. And
Yeah.
The earbuds still work. Everything works fine. But
Okay,
another day.
Stop. Yeah, another day. And then hopefully we will get to these again for you some other time.
But these are the Samsung Galaxy Buds FE. And
Very solid pair. Again, those are my choice out of what I've tried so far. Would you? I mean, obviously they wouldn't be your first choice, but would you recommend these to somebody?
definitely.
Yeah, that's what I would say. They're fairly solid, and at $100, pretty good. I would say much better than AirPods. I mean, I could rant about AirPods all day. They're too expensive. The features don't match these. And I'm almost positive the Samsung Buds would work on any Android phone, and I'm almost positive they will work. They do work on iOS. They just don't. The app doesn't work, I don't think, but they still work on iOS. So solid option. I would compare them if you're shopping for the $100 earbud space, or if you're in the like $60 space and you're looking for a pair like this. I would keep an eye out for deals on any of these 3 pair of earbuds, because they've been discounted on and off for a while now.
I think you can get the JBL 5 beams from a lot of retail locations for like $30 now.
Yeah, the JBL Vibe beams are on sale too.
Yeah.
But like if you're fine paying $60 for a pair like this, even if you're not looking at JBL, I would look at the Samsung, the Tune Buds and the Skullcandy Buds, because you can get them for the same price. So, do you have anything else to add?
Not really. I think we're all good.
So,
Thanks for watching, everybody.
this is it. Samsung Galaxy Buds FE. Pretty solid pair. Thanks for watching.
watching.
See you in the next one.